guys, welcome to bekibtarot. My name's Becky, I'm a spiritual advisor, clairvoyant and energy reader. Hello, hello. So before I head on out, can you believe it, my little one's asleep? What the fuck? I am being guided to do a feminine energy collective check-in is what I'm here for. So let me just get that done for you. Guys, please like and subscribe, really helps the channel to grow, helps our energies to connect, so more of my visions and readings will resonate with you. If you are interested in a private reading, just check the info in the box down below. All you've got to do is chuck me an email at bekibtarot@gmail.com. Okay, spirit. So they want different ones. They want the mushroom, spirit oracle, and then everyday miracles. I've not only these out in a long time. I can just I don't even know how to explain it. The energy feels really floral and feminine, which is why I was like, okay, so this has got to be a divine feminine. Check in. Okay, I want these ones first. So, spirit. What's going on with this feminine energy? So the fact that I'm feeling floral and flowers, it's them blooming. So we have growth. Now, so you're at that last bit, you know, where they're open and they're absorbing all the sun, and you know they've worked hard to really finally open up, and that's where you are, or about to be in the next week or so. So I feel like Spirit's showing me like there's something you've been dealing with for quite some time. There can be anything, yeah. It's gonna resonate differently for different people. There's been something you've been dealing with for a long time, and you've tried every angle, and in the end you are finally just accepting like what it is that you have to do to handle this. Again, it's going to be different. It could be to do with job, relationships, a connection, so many different things, yeah. Moving home, like it's a really broad energy, I feel. But you've been, it kind of has an avoidant energy, but it feels like you've grown so much that you don't want to make the same mistakes from the past. But by battling yourself because you were so scared to, you've grown, and you know you've grown, and you want to tackle things differently. Actually, you were, you know, avoiding taking the action that was required. And it is to have it out the way, to have it removed, to have it released, I feel. So we've got a sense of separation from God is the only lack you really need to correct. So during this time, I'm also being shown, so whatever this thing is that you've been like unsure on how, like you've been trying every angle, right? Every other angle than the one that's really needed. And how you've either reached this conclusion or you're about to, okay? And Spirit is kind of saying, when you're dealing with whatever this is, if it's a person or a job, like whatever, when you're dealing with this person, it creates distance between you and God or spirit or the universe or source or that higher vibrational, higher self tapped in energy, whatever your beliefs are, right? When you're dealing with this person, thing, place, whatever, it brings you down. And that's what Spirit's asking you to take a look at, because it brings you down and therefore pulls you further away from that divinity, yeah? So take a look at that. That's why it needs to be removed, released, yeah? Because then you're fully back. It's a problem, and you've been trying everything else, yeah? On the back of that is, let me recognise the problem so it can be solved. Finally recognising what needs to be done is what I feel. Then we have, what would you have me do? Where would you have me go? What would you have me say and to who? And that, all I'm getting from that is what I said. You've tried every single angle with this. Could be a person you've tried to get along. You've tried every single angle to make this work, or relationship work, or connection, family member work, job work, the location. You've tried everything to really try and make it happen, but it's not happening. I give my life to God to guide today. And yeah, so you've just been, I don't want to say ignoring your guidance, it just feels like, you know, you've done a lot of work and you don't want to, you've changed and you've grown, and you don't want to make the same mistakes, which is completely fair, but you're not that person anymore. And I think it's, you know, you really need to trust the big intuition that's saying, no, this person needs to go. They're making you miserable. Look at the negative effect they have. Look at the negative effect that this job has, or this location. You know, trust yourself, because your intuition, and it won't just be your intuition, it will be everything, the energy, how it affects your body, your mind, everything. You have no idea of the tremendous release and deep peace that comes from meeting yourself and your brothers, totally without judgment. And then on the back, it can be, but myself I crucify. So from that, especially the one on the back, is you've been suffering. You're putting yourself through suffering just to make this work, and it's not going to work. And once you release it, you will feel deeper peace. And you don't have to release and remove in judgment, but this thing needs to be released, whatever this is for you. If you knew who walks beside you on the way that you have chosen, fear would be impossible. Today belongs to love, let me not fear. Yeah, so it's that last kind of binding. It could be fear, like if this is a connection, you know, there's that either a shadow, or you know what, the society ingrains in us. Like, prime example being, I don't talk to my mum or my sister, they're literally the same person. And for years, well, my whole life with my sister, but for years with my mum, you know, society tells you, you must try for your mum. Though my mum was the most fucking emotional, abusive, narcissistic person ever. She, like, it took me to in my 30s to kind of wake up and really, well, actually it took me to have my autistic daughter to really fully understand. But yeah, like, and society likes to ingrain things in you. You know, trust yourself. You've got your higher self with you, your spirit guides working with you. You have no need to fear at all. So what they're saying, they're right there holding your hand. If you could see all, and who that was right next to you, going, yeah, no, pie this person or thing off, we've got something better for you. If you could see them, you wouldn't bat an eyelid. You'd be like, okay. But it's about having, you know, you're in the matrix, you're in the 5D, you're in the 3D, sorry. So it's about opening up that energetic connection and understanding what they're trying to tell you, because you have no reason to fear. What once you release this, you have peace and more lovely things coming in for you. And a lot of these cards are pink. Yeah, and it's that, it feels really feminine. I know we're doing a feminine, but it feels so feminine. So this has got to be, those of you that will resonate for, you have done a lot of work in learning how to sit in your femininity. That's not easy in this day and age, because we're out here playing all the roles, being the man of the house. Like, I had a guy come up to me yesterday, it was like, you're really pretty, and was asking me, we asked me for my number. I was like, I don't give up my number. And I was like, oh, I know I'm pretty, I get it a lot. I was like, but I'm tired. I was like, okay, I'm straight to the point. I'm like, what are you looking for? You want a date? Because this is, like, I just have I'm drained. And I'm drained because I don't want to be such a, like, I was gonna say prude, but that's not the right word. Like, there's no great men in the world. There's plenty, but it's limited now, and it's just, I don't know, to me anyway, I haven't come across any real fabulous, genuine men that are in their masculinity, that are single anyway. I've been around ones that are committed and married, but yeah, so I'm exhausted, and it's been really hard for me to climb out of my masculine and try and sit in my feminine. When you have when you're running a household and every 939 all the time, it is hard, because you're doing everything, you're in charge of everything, I'm the boss of everything, I'm having to lead everything, so it is really hard. But yeah, there's a strong energy of femininity, which is fabulous for the collective, because it's hard for us. We get thrown into masculine. Look at the men. Not all. I'm not being all that like all men are wankers. But look, the dating industry is horrendous. No one wants to. Men just want to be pampered like they're a little kid. Like, and they want you to do all the work. They want you to be the man in the house. They want you. It's just awful what society is doing. Okay, what else do you want to show us, Spirit, for the feminine? Okay, so that's the second card out of Judgment. So this is about maybe not judging yourself, I feel. And that's what you've been doing. You've been judging yourself in order to not release this. When obviously what was required to release this. So no judgment on yourself, please, feminine. And then we have fertility and substance. So fertility is obviously the growth of the new, the rebirth, the newness is here, and substance. So once this is released, the what's born from that is something of real substance, which is what you want. And I'm also being drawn to, you see this mushroom, it's got like a skinny stem, and then you see this one, solid. What comes after is solid, and then the underlying energy, leave it or not, let go. See that? Let go. That's it. That is your main message, feminists. Let go. It's okay. It's time to let go, because what's coming in is of some real substance. So if you are, you know, if it is a connection, let it go, because you've got something real and sturdy and solid coming in. Stop fighting yourself, stop judging yourself. Time to release. So that was short and sweet because I'm heading out now, but I hope that resonates for some of you. And yeah, in the meantime, guys, I send you so much love and light. Bye.